A new chapter in the skies of Africa on September 4th, 2025. The skies over Kigali, Rwanda's capital, witnessed a moment that would be etched into aviation history, not just locally, but across the entire African continent. There, amidst the dry autumn sky, an electric pilotless air taxi lifted off, carrying 2 passengers without a pilot, an unprecedented leap into the future of mobility in Africa. This was not a test flight tucked away in a remote airfield. It was Africa's first public demonstration of an autonomous air taxi, staged centrally in Kigali during the Aviation Africa 2025 Summit and Exhibition. In essence, Kigali had risen from a bustling yet traditionally road-bound city to the beating heart of advanced air mobility on the continent. Visionary, bold, and unafraid to push the boundaries of transport innovation. The idea takes flight. Origins of air taxis and urban air mobility. The global prelude long before Kigali's historic flight. The concept of flying taxis, particularly electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) vehicles, had stirred imaginations globally for more than a decade. Originally sparked by aerospace developers seeking solutions to urban congestion and environmental challenges, eVTOL aircraft represent a new class of aerial vehicle designed for short-distance, low-altitude travel within and between cities. Among the pioneers in this field is EHang, a Chinese advanced air mobility technology firm founded in 2014. Its goal has been to create autonomous electrically powered air vehicles capable of carrying passengers without a human pilot. Designs that challenge the old aviation model and spotlight a future where trips over traffic snarls are made in minutes. EHang's approach is rooted in extensive research and development of autonomous aerial vehicles, AAVs, for passenger use, including early models like the EHang 184 and later the 2-passenger EH216 series. These vehicles have been developed and tested worldwide, from China and Europe to Asia, illustrating how the concept evolved from prototype visions into tangible urban mobility solutions. Rwanda's vision takes shape, setting the stage. A pattern of innovation, Rwanda's engagement with aerial robotics and unmanned flight DT begin with air taxis. Long before Kigali was hosting electric eVTOLs, the country had earned global recognition for its embrace of drone technology, particularly for medical logistics. In 2016, Rwanda entered into partnership with Zipline, a US-based automated logistics startup, to launch a nationwide drone delivery system for blood and medical supplies, solving a critical problem in emergency healthcare delivery across remote regions. This early investment in drone technology helped establish Rwanda's progressive regulatory frameworks and built public familiarity with cutting-edge aerial automation. Through such ventures, Rwanda signaled that it was willing to embrace innovation early and boldly, laying the institutional and cultural groundwork for even bigger leaps later. The Kigali moment. When the sky took center stage, the Aviation Africa Summit 2025 by 2025, the world was already looking toward new modes of transportation. And while major cities in North America, Europe, and Asia were beginning to test air taxis, Africa's skies had yet to see such technology demonstrated until Kigali. At the Aviation Africa 2025 Summit and Exhibition held in Kigali from September 4 to 5, policymakers, regulators, aviation experts, investors, and industry innovators gathered under one roof to chart the future of African aviation. It was here that the self-flying air taxi made its historic public debut. A fully autonomous flight that hovered, maneuvered, and landed without a pilot on board. The star of this moment was the EHang EH216S, a 2-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft developed by EHang, anatomy of an African first. The EH216S. Emerges the EH216S is not just another drone, it is a purpose-built electric, autonomous air mobility craft designed for the modern city. This aircraft offers passenger capacity, 2 people or up to 220 kilograms of combined payload. Electric propulsion, powered by multiple electric motors and battery systems, producing 0 direct emissions. Vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL, removing the need for runways, ideal in urban landscapes. Cruising range and speed, roughly 30-35 kilometers on a single charge, with cruising speeds around 100 km/h to watch. Top speeds near 130 km/h range. Fully autonomous flight, capable of flying without a pilot, guided by advanced flight control systems, obstacle sensors, and ground coordination. In the Kigali demonstration, the aircraft climbed to about 100 meters above the city and followed a programmed route, showcasing its readiness for future operational roles such as urban commutes, emergency services, logistical support, and tourism flights, all without a pilot on board. Behind the collaboration, Rwanda and global partners. This leap was not the work of a single actor. It was the product of a strategic collaboration involving etched, the government of Rwanda, setting direction, providing regulatory frameworks, and hosting the summit. China Road and Bridge Corporation, CRBC, a global infrastructure firm that supported engineering, logistics, and operations behind the flight's implementation. EHang Holdings Limited, the technology provider and developer of the autonomous eVTOL aircraft at the heart of the demonstration. This partnership reflects a broader narrative of international cooperation where expertise, capital, and vision converge to take African innovation to the skies. What this means for Rwanda and Africa's new mobility paradigm, the significance of Kigali East's airborne breakthrough extends far beyond a single flight. Infrastructure revolution. Rwanda is positioning itself as an African hub for testing and deploying advanced air mobility technologies, setting regulatory precedents that could influence the continent. Urban transformation. As traffic congestion becomes a growing challenge in African cities, air taxis offer a promising alternative, potentially enabling rapid urban transit, reducing reliance on ground vehicles, and alleviating gridlock. Economic and investment impact. Rwanda Meshbao's initiative is drawing attention from international investors and signaling opportunities for air mobility capital flows across Africa. Atwes aviation markets. Challenges and the road ahead. While the Kigali flight was historic, the path to a widespread functional air taxi network is not without hurdles. Infrastructure needs. Scaling up requires investments in vertiports, charging and maintenance facilities, air traffic management systems, and training crews. Public trust and awareness. People are still coming to terms with the idea of pilotless flight, navigating concerns around safety, cybersecurity, and airspace integration. Regulatory harmonization. As air taxis expand regionally, African states will need harmonized aviation rules to allow cross-border operations and shared safety standards. Yet Rwanda-China's leadership and willingness to pilot such technology before many developed nations speaks to a bold philosophy, leapfrogging older infrastructure models and placing innovation at the core of national development. The horizon beckons Kigali. As autonomous air taxi is more than a technological curiosity. It is a signal. It signals that Africa is not just watching innovation from the sidelines. It is participating fully, boldly, and with its own vision of the future. Rwanda's flight over Kigali is a testament to what ambition, collaboration, and forward-thinking policy can achieve. From rooftop drone deliveries to passenger-carrying autonomous aircraft, the continent's skies are no longer the limit. They're the next frontier. Tell us, do you think Africa will become a developed continent in the next few years? Tell us on the comment section. Thanks for watching.